everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Chris with Kristen's Crafts, and today I'm bringing you a process video for the Mad About mini paper pads for July. So today I am using the collection from Vicki Boutin, the Where To Next, and I am using one of the 12 by 12 backgrounds. It's really cool grid paper. And then it has a little bit of like a built-in collage on the bottom right hand corner, and then I am going to go ahead and use the 6x8 paper pad that comes with the collection. Now to start out, I got this really neat 49 in Market washi tape. It's fabric tape, and it's a wider roll. It's a map, and this one 49 in Market, they come out with the one that's both the regular washi and then the fabric, and this one is just so cool. I can't remember what the name of the collection is, but it was their most recent travel collection, and so it's all like maps, and I thought it went really good with the coloring on Vicki's collection. Now there was a little piece of cutoff that I had from the one end, so I decided to go ahead and put that at the bottom and kind of build up a collage. And then in that same washi collection, there's also this kind of denim looking colored blue that I'm going to run on there as well. So here I am going to start out by matting my 3 photos. I'm just doing, this is a layout design that I learned watching Shamel years ago, and I do this quite often, where she would take a 1-inch strip of paper, and then she would use that to just basically build her 3 photos on. I'm then taking the denim fabric washi from 49 in Market and just running it down the side. This is, again, one of my go-to designs ever since I saw her do it, and I really like how it turns out. So I'm going to take, again, a little bit more of the blue washi, and I'm going to put that also in the bottom right. And then I'm just going to adhere everything on with the tiny attacher, and this is going to allow everything to stay in place, because sometimes the adhesive on the washi doesn't always want to stay. I'm doing the same thing on the blue washi as well. So once I have that down, the next thing I'm going to do is go into the paper pad. And the nice thing that you can do with these paper pads is the icons are smaller, and so what I'm going to end up doing is picking the icon that has the circles. I really thought about that half bullet one, but it was facing the wrong direction, otherwise I probably would have used it. But I'm going to flip through, and for the most part all I'm going to use is these circles. And then I'm going to grab these journaling cards as well. I pulled both of them out. I'm only going to use the one and grab one of the journaling cards just because I want the colors match. And I'm going to use, I believe, the word Rome, I think is what I end up picking. Could be this, I can't remember. Anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fussy cut all these out. I thought about using the circle punch, and it would have just been a lot of cutting anyways, so I'm just going to go ahead and use the good old scissors, and I am going to cut all of these circles out, and then I'm going to use them on the layout. So I'm not going to make you suffer by watching it. I'll just cut out a few with you, and then I'll go ahead and fast forward with the magic of editing and have them all done. So again, look at your papers as embellishments, and you don't always have to use it as a whole. You can go and change things up. Same thing with embellishments. Use them to what works for you. In this case, I wanted to go ahead and sprinkle them on down the page. So here's where I have it all cut out, and I'm going to go ahead and grab that journaling card that says Rome. Now these are pictures of us going down to Florida at the beginning of April, and just a couple of the pictures of us in the car. The first one is of us leaving our house at like 3 in the morning. The next one is of my husband driving, and then the bottom one, I was driving, but we were stopped in traffic surrounded by semis, and it just kind of felt fitting to have that photo. And so here you can see I'm just going through and I am just going to randomly start building. One of the things that Shamel did with hers is she would build 3 clusters. So she'd have one with the journaling card, another one up in the upper left hand, and then she'd usually build something on the right hand side up above. And so I'm kind of doing that, but the ones you're going to see are pretty much, I'm going to sprinkle all the way down the right hand side of the page and then bring that cluster on the left hand side up to the top. And I'm just going to continue doing that. While I'm gluing all these down and trying to spread out the colors throughout the layout, I just want to remind everyone to check out everyone who's playing along this month with the Mad About Mini Paper Pads series that is put on by Moira and Pineapple Papers. They're both on YouTube's, and that would be Crystal. They were kind enough to get this hop going, and everyone's having a lot of fun digging in and using up those paper pads. And again, finding ways to use up your stash. Now you could do the same thing if you didn't want to use like this paper that had the circles already in it. You could do the same thing with using multiple different patterns and using your paper punches and just cutting out random circles. If you don't have the paper like that, another thing you can do is take like watercolors or acrylic paints, and you could, or even Crayola markers or crayons, and just draw circles and then fussy cut them out just using other colors. So find ways to use your embellishments in your papers and let them work for you. So now I'm going into the sticker sheet and I'm just finding some few things that will go, I think, good with the layout. So I'm going to grab this map and then the camera, and then I'm going to continue going. I'm sorry if you can hear my cat. I have my door closed so I could do the voiceover, and he's not happy about it. He wants out even though he doesn't want out. So he's just going to talk to you guys while I'm voiceovering. And here I'm just going through. I did grab that little circular element, and then the bowl clip. I love that. I'm going to put that up top, and then I grabbed this big phrase. I think I don't have it in front of me. I forget what it said, like "on the road again" or something to that effect. And then I'm going to look and see if there's any titles that I can use here. And I am going to grab the arrows instead. And so I'm going to have an arrow pointing over to the camera and the title. I'll have another one that's kind of pointing down from the circular little label to my husband. I'll put a heart next to the Rome, and that's going to spread out a little bit of that red color throughout. And this is it for my layout. Here's the close-ups for you. Again, check out everyone who's playing along, and we will see you again on our channel next month for another Mad About Mini Pads series. Thanks. Bye.